have to do it. I think back to my 20s, I'm 38 now, and in my 20s where I spent a lot of time doing other things other than martial arts, where I could have been health-wise, endurance-wise, just in a happy inner peace-wise, and you have to do it. It's just something that if you don't do it, you're missing out on, and once you're here, you would just think, I wish I would have started this when I was 4 years old. It's just been absolutely wonderful.
Since I've started Taekwondo, roughly about 30 pounds. Since I've been consistently coming here, I live at this studio. It's been about 30 pounds.
The thing is, I've lost a ton of weight. Testing for my black belt in July, I was down 42 pounds from when I first started.
The wonderful thing about being a part of a martial arts school, especially a school like ours where we have an awesome family atmosphere, is that once you walk into the doors of the dojo, you bow and you empty your cup of all the day's stresses, everything that's went on in the day, you just empty it out and you forget about what happened. You put your shoes on the shelf, you put your stuff away, you bow when you go on the mats, you put your dobok or your uniform on, and you get ready for an awesome class. So typically we have about a 15 to 20 minute warm-up period where we go through all 6 large muscle groups of the body, get them warmed up, work them out, work on different types of stretching. You start off just kicking in the air, and using our school has a lot of mirrors around, just kicking in the air. We work on balance and technique first and learn how to do something properly. And then when you see people kicking the paddles, paddle kicking is used for focus. That's why we call them focus paddles. They're putting their hands or their feet on one little spot while they're moving. And kids and adults, they love kicking paddles. That's one of the most favorite things in classes. They make loud noise and it brings lots of energy. Our belt system is designed to be a goal-setting system. And like what we tell the kids in our program is there's 12 years of school from 1st grade to 12th grade. And it's kind of the same thing with our belt program. We have 12 belts. And we have testing every 2.5 months, so there's opportunity to test 5 times a year, so you can go from white belt to blue belt in 1 year. And then after 2 years, you'd be at the red belt level. And after 4 years, you can reach black belt if you're consistent.
There was a story I heard once, in several different martial arts, it used to be, the belts would be white, yellow, green, brown, and black. And they symbolize your level of training. So when you're white, you haven't done any training. They did a lot of the training outside or on, concrete floors and stuff like that. So first level of getting your belt, you never wash your belt, and the reason is it holds your knowledge. So once you get your first little bit of knowledge, it turns a little bit yellow and dingy. And then it goes to green because you've gotten it all grass stained and it's starting to get dirty. And then you get the grass stains out and it goes to brown because it's all dirty, and then it gets so dirty that it's black, and that means you've been training long enough to absorb a lot of knowledge and a lot of dirt.
Pumse is a Korean word that just means forms, or in Japanese they call them katas. Our pumses are something that help us gain focus and concentration and balance, and learn how to use our speed and power with our hands and feet as we're moving across the mats against an imaginary opponent. And there's a new poomsae just for each belt. So each belt, not only do you have to memorize something new, but you're working on your new belt level curriculum also. Because each belt you have to memorize and get that curriculum down, which includes at least 1 and sometimes 2 poomsaes at each belt level.
You know, everybody here is one big family. You know, as soon as you walk in the door, it's just like you get that feeling of I'm at home. You know, it's a home away from home. You know, anybody here you can go to with the problem, they'll be more than happy to help you out with it.
Doesn't matter what belt you are, from white belt all the way to black belt. Even some of the other black belts that have been here in the past, they come, they're real friendly, they accept you as part of the family since you're here. Master Lee gets to know every student here, which is nice.
My wife and I started, she started about a month after I started, and we both got our black belts at the same time, and now our son, who was just an infant in his car seat when we first started, is now a white belt participating and loving it.
There's no pressure here. You show up, you do your best, and everyone has open arms, willing to help you and learn and get better. So it's really a fun environment.
When I first started coming here, I remember I used to park down the block because I didn't want to, for whatever reason, I didn't want to be in the parking lot. I didn't feel like I belonged. And now I walk into the school, and this is my school, my second home, and I feel like I belong here.
To build true confidence through knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. To keep friendship with one another and to build a strong and happy community. Never fight to achieve selfish ends, but to develop might for right.